Today, we are going to measure sensor data using Arduino with KME Serial. This setup allows you to connect multiple sensors and relays, and you can monitor everything through the KME app. We are using this moisture sensor to measure the moisture level of the plant, a DHT11 sensor to measure temperature and humidity, and finally, we are adding a light sensor to measure how much light the plant gets. I'm using Arduino UNO, and you can use a Nano as well. Connect the VCC of the light sensor to the VCC rail of the breadboard and the GND to the GND rail. Similarly, connect the VCC and GND of the DHT11 sensor to the same 5 volts rail. Repeat the same procedure for the moisture sensor. Connect the VCC and GND to the 5 volts rail. Connect the analog pin of the moisture sensor to Arduino's AO. Then, connect the DHT11 sensor to pin 2 on the Arduino. Finally, connect the light sensor to pin A1 on the Arduino. Power the 5 volts rail using the Arduino's 5 volts pin. Our sensor connections are complete. Now, we need to link the Arduino to the ESP using serial communication. To do that, connect the RX pin of the ESP to the TX pin of the Arduino, and the TX pin of the ESP to the RX pin of the Arduino. Connect the GND of the ESP to the GND rail for smooth signal transfer, and then connect the USB cable to power the Arduino and the ESP. Now, download the latest KME config tool, click the 3 lines menu, select the port, and then hit Upload Firmware. The tool will automatically detect the board and upload the code. Once it's done, click the plus icon to add serial connections. Change the name and unit of each serial connection according to your needs. Then, hit Upload to apply the changes. Open the Arduino IDE, go to Tools, and then Manage Libraries, search for KME Serial and install it. After installing, go to File and Examples, scroll down, and select KME Serial. You can see an example code there. We need to modify this code to read data from our sensors and send the values to the serial output. I've modified the code for our sensors. Here's a breakdown. These lines set up constants for pin assignments and sensor types. This allows you to use the DHT object to interact with the DHT11 sensor. Starts serial communication at a baud rate of 9600, enabling data transfer between the Arduino and your computer. And always remember, we are sending integer values only. Make sure your data is in integer format, otherwise, we may get errors. Send the mapped soil moisture and LDR values to sensor IDs 2 and 3, respectively, and make sure the baud rate is set to 70 for 1880, otherwise, it will not work. I'll provide the code in the description for you to check. Once everything is clear, hit Upload to transfer the code to the Arduino. Now, to configure the KME app, press and hold the boot button on the ESP for 2 seconds. Then, open the KME app, select Add Devices, and enter the SSID and password of your local network. Choose Smart Connect. The app will automatically detect the devices and save them. Now, you can monitor temperature, humidity, moisture, and light intensity using KME Serial. You can also manage multiple data streams to oversee large-scale gardens and plantations. The possibilities are endless. By the way, you can also control relays in KME Serial. The procedure is the same. In the KME config tool, select Relay, then choose the type. In my case, it's active low, and change the output pin to serial. Upload the configuration, and that's it. Now, we need to make some changes to the Arduino sketch. Define the relay pin to GPIO3, but you can choose any GPIO pin you like. Then, use a function to ensure the relay connected to the specified pin is controlled based on the received state value, keeping the KME serial library in sync with the actual switch state. Set the baud rate to 70 for 1880, select the board and port, and hit Upload. The KME Smart app configuration is the same as before. Just add the devices to the app using Smart Connect mode. Then, you can control the relay using KME Serial. It has lots of possibilities, so stay curious.